Hey, it's me, your boyfriend slash girlfriend slash day friends, favorite content creator. And I want to talk to you guys a little bit about content creation. A lot of people, self included, create content. And you know what? It's really fun for me. I love doing it. But it's not exactly like the easiest thing in the world, especially when you're trying to like get your name out there, get your content out there, right? There are literally millions of videos on YouTube. There's like hundreds of thousands uploaded like per second. And that's just on the like pre-recorded content creation side, to say nothing of the live streaming side, which is why I am predominantly a YouTuber. I make videos on YouTube, and once a week, maybe I will stream for a little bit of time, but I don't think I could be a streamer. It is a lot more stress, maybe a bigger upside, but a lot more stress. Speaking of that, with going with that train of logic, right? It would be harder for a site as a streaming site to pop off and stay relevant than, say, a video repository site like a YouTube, right? Which is why I understand that Kick, a streaming site that came into existence in 2022, so at this point 3 years ago, had to do a lot in the beginning in order to differentiate itself from Twitch. Starting with, and I think this is the biggest draw, right, is if you're a creator on the platform, if you start to make money from that platform, you get to keep 95% of your revenue as opposed to 50% on Twitch, which obviously is a big deal. You get a bigger cut playing streaming on Kick than you do on Twitch. Makes sense. But now that it's been some time, obviously this is just my opinion on this. This isn't like some objective statement here, right? I think Kick is bad. Like, it's a bad platform that attracts a lot of the worst kind of people. One of their earlier acquisitions, their biggest acquisition early at the time, was Adin Ross, right? Adin Ross was the face Kick. Even though Trainswreck was founder of it and also a streamer, Adin Ross was bigger than him and was one of the faces of Twitch. Or sorry, of Kick. Well, of Twitch and then of Kick. And he was banned from Twitch because Adin Ross fucking sucks. And so I did a video a long time ago talking about his first stream on Kick. But long story short, he had Nazis on his stream. He had Nazis on his stream. Like, I believe it was Nick Fuentes, but he definitely had another guy who was legitimately calling a woman the N-word. You then had him showing his audience porn, like full-on porn, like watching porn with his audience.
I don't support the shit. What the fuck do y'all want to watch on here, bro? I don't support the shit. I don't condone it. I don't support it. What the fuck do y'all want to watch?
Yo, I gotta go down.
Come here real quick.
There's no fucking way.
What?
You're just having this on stream.
Is that bad?
What? Why don't you just like rate videos for them?
They even, I believe, sent him video of his sister because she is a OnlyFans creator, and he also, I believe, streamed the Super Bowl from the NFL, the Super Bowl, on his stream. Having that be your guy sets the tone for the platform. And then I was looking up just the acquisitions they have. Neon, a racist.
Oh my god! Oh my fuck! Oh, what the fuck? Oh shit! What the fuck?
You have Destiny, a sex pest. You have, and then you have a bunch of like grifters, right? You have XQC, who has no fucking convictions and literally just chases a bag. You have Amaranth that suddenly went hardcore right wing, like transphobic, all this bullshit, like anti-woke shit, right? You have so many creators on that platform. Like Sneeko. You have so many creators on that platform. Ice Poseidon. You have so many creators on that platform that are genuinely terrible people. Like, will promote the most heinous ideologies, will grift to the right just for a bag. And I feel like that's what Kick is all about. Kick is for bag chasers. And I understand, like I said earlier, you get a bigger split of the revenue. But that's only for people who are, making money on that. Not every streamer makes money. I hope you guys know that. Doesn't matter what the platform is. Not every streamer makes money. Not every content creator is rolling in dough, right? A lot of us have 9-to-5s. I have a 9-to-5. A lot of people have 9-to-5s. A lot of people have other jobs they do. This is mostly either a hobby or something they want to eventually make money from, but they're not making money. Only like a top 1% make money, which is why Kick went after the top people. They signed XQC for reportedly $70 million. They signed Neon for apparently $30 million. They've signed Destiny for an undisclosed amount of money. They've signed Amaranth for money. They've signed all these names and they're giving them big money. And the reason supposedly why they can afford to pay these people is because Kick is founded by people who worked at Stake, who also founded Stake, right? And Stake, if you don't know, is a gambling site. Do you remember a while ago when Twitch had that massive gambling problem? And then creators like XQC were one of the ones who were promoting that shit. And now they're on Kick, also promoting that shit. They can have a bigger split because the influx of people who saw them gambling on stream and then went to Stake to start gambling themselves is offsetting that amount. So, and I know we live in a world where there's no ethical consumption of capitalism. But if you are willingly and obviously contributing to gambling problems by streaming yourself to your large audience, gambling for hours on end, and your audience skews typically young, and they're going to gamble, you're influencing that, I think that's kind of bad, actually. I think that's a bad way to operate a platform. The people that they have, who are the faces, the people that they sign, most of them, if not all of them, are terrible people. Like, I don't think there's really any other way to put that. They're terrible people. You cannot have a platform. You can't have a platform with such loose or non-existent moderation that you can show your audience full porn. You can stream copyrighted materials. You are lax on doxing. And the people who you bring on are literal Nazis. Not in the figurative sense. Literal Nazis, literal white supremacists. And you are paying them lots of money to stream on your platform. That's not a good sign, like, at all. And then recently, you had people like Ethan Klein, HD Podcast, saying they're going to stream on Kick too, which is crazy to me because that dude was calling so many people anti-Semitic, and he's willingly going on a platform that hosts a devout anti-Semitic in Sneeko. Like, but again, bag chasing. You have MrBeast. Now, I have made videos of MrBeast. I'm not his biggest fan. I know me saying that's going to sound like I always say, hater or whatever. I don't think his content's interesting. But he is the most subscribed to person on YouTube. So clearly, he knows how to get numbers up. But again, he's the most subscribed to person on the planet. Everyone knows who MrBeast is. MrBeast has collaborations with fucking Lowe's. People know who MrBeast is. He's trying, or at least at this point, try to get a charity stream going on for his thing for water, right? Because sometimes MrBeast does is philanthropy. Is it to, clean up his image a bit? Who knows? But he does that. And he decides to use Kick to stream on. And I cannot imagine a worse platform to want to tie yourself with. And then on top of that, he streams with Adin Ross, the person who not only has white supremacists on his streams, but also is buddies, or at this point, fucking sycophant of Andrew Tate, a sex trafficker. MrBeast, whose audience is almost exclusively children, who wins Kids' Choice Awards, who's making that MrBeast animated show, is willingly going on the platform of Adin Ross, who is well-known associate of a sex trafficker. There's no way MrBeast wouldn't know that. But Kick is a platform that just attracts people who care about money. MrBeast only cares about money. I don't think MrBeast genuinely gives a shit about the charity stuff he does. I think he does it because it's a tax write-off or it's something to make his image look good. Yeah, I said it. I don't care. I don't understand how Kick is allowed to exist in the format it does. Actually, no, I do. Never mind, take that back. Look where we are in the world. Look at what's happening on Twitter, everywhere else. But it's amazing to me that there is one platform out there, more than YouTube, more than Twitch, comparable to Twitter, where we are quite literally rewarding some of the worst people doing the worst shit. And if you don't believe me, I want to walk you through this thread I found recently. Although these events haven't happened recently, nonetheless, I think it's important that we talk about this. Okay, so now trigger warning. There's going to be some physical and psychological torture and humiliation covered in here. I won't go over every single one, but just to give you an idea what's happening here. Since at least 2023, Jean Romanov has been subjected to this kind of treatment almost daily by his quote-unquote saviors. He's been being tortured for content on Kick. And they don't even know his health has deteriorated to the point where I'm confident that, in fact, they said that he is dead. He died from this shit. Yeah. The streamer John Romanov was currently hospitalized in critical condition after 10 days of live streaming while being tortured. This was posted August 18th. Tortured for 10 days straight. And this whole thread is detailing all of the horrific shit that was happening to him because of other content creators on Kick, who, to my knowledge, are still streaming on Kick, are still allowed to be on Kick. They are torturing a man since 2023, and they concluded with a 10-day stream of torturing a man. All of this for money. All of this to chase a bag. That's it. Like, it's just like, again, Kick in the background. This will lead to John Romanov to have several moments of complete breakdown where his nerves gives out, but he is aware that he can do nothing because if he responds to violence, the blows will be harder, and he is not physically capable of responding to them. And let's just look at this for a second. And this is just happening on Kick. And they know that he will stay there because, as I mentioned here, he has a mental and physical fragility due to initially from a life of profound loneliness. He feels never having had a relationship or real friends before Owen and Safine. This latter does not hesitate to remind him of it. The latter does not hesitate to remind him of it. Yes, so basically, they're psychologically and physically torturing somebody on Kick for content. And this thread is massive. It's massive. And look at this. I remind you that the clips I shared are only about 10 clips among hundreds still available on all platforms except Twitch, which banned them. But keep in mind that the worst clips have been censored. He experienced worse than what you've seen. This is still being allowed on Kick. This is still being allowed on Kick. The person responsible for all this, Owen, has just shared via Instagram his account, his passing. This is an immense tragedy and admission of failure for all organizations controlling this type of content. Our thoughts are with his family who have been harassed for years. So again, they were doing all this shit on Kick. And this man is dead. I know on Twitch, especially in earlier days, people would do a bunch of wild shit. They do a bunch of insane shit to get attention. Like I said, streaming is hard to blow up on. But even Twitch clamped down on that. You had people like Ice Poseidon who were big on Twitch who got booted because of shit they did. Dr. Disrespect got booted because of shit that he did. And that this is not me trying to shill for Twitch. I'm not even a Twitch streamer, but it's the only other large streaming platform out there, right? You have to, at the very least, attempt to moderate, even if you're a step behind. But they don't do that at Kick. They let someone be live streamed being tortured. And then when you start thinking about like the other Kick streamers, like Johnny Somali, who's in Korea, facing like serious charges and going under a trial because of shit that he did, all for quick Kick viewership. You will have who was his name, like Jack Doherty, who got into car accidents.
The 20-year-old streamed the crash on Kick, a streaming platform where his channel is now banned after the incident. In the aftermath, video shows Doherty scream for help and a group of bystanders drag him out the window. Viewers quickly criticized the streamer for appearing to be more concerned about his totaled McLaren than his cameraman, who appeared to be bleeding from his head.
Filming himself getting into car accidents, speeding, all the shit too. Again, Neon doing the same shit, did a hit and run, and also just being racist. You have a platform that is almost exclusively rewarding these kinds of people. So we're getting outcomes like this. They are seeking the worst people, probably because they're divisive and that could bring more attention to the platform. But this is the end result. Like, really, let's really think about it. If you create a platform on today's internet with almost zero moderation, what do you expect to be the outcome? When you are going after people who have been either banned or kicked away from other platforms because of their behaviors that violated terms of service for pretty much any website that had a decent moderation, and you invite them to your platform, what do you think you're signaling? Why is Sneeko on this platform? Why is Adin Ross on this platform? Adin Ross invites sex traffickers and Nazis and will show porn. Hell, I think recently, wasn't it revealed that like Kai Cenat doesn't want to fuck with Adin like on streams and collabs because the minute he gets on stream, they start showing shit like monkey and watermelon, whatever.
Bro, if you ever need something, I got your back online. I said respectfully, in real life, I got you, bro. But when it comes to this content shit, I'm not in the mental state to be in front of your niggas. As soon as a nigga of color hop onto the stream, it's straight watermelon and gorillas, nigga. I'll watch.
I just wish he didn't say that though. I really wish he didn't say that as soon as there's somebody with color on your stream. We don't have to make this about race at all. We don't have to make this about race at all. Like there's no reason to do that at all. I get what he's saying. Like when there's somebody with color on their stream, they spam monkey and watermelons and stuff. When there's a Jew on stream, they'll spam the craziest shit in my chat. When there's a Mexican on stream, they'll spam shit in my chat. When there's a Chinese person on stream, they'll spam shit in my chat. It's not just one specific race, guys. It's every fucking race.
And Adin Ross's response was, "Oh man, it's not just you. My chat's just racist. They're racist against everybody." Like, isn't that an insane audience to cultivate? And because of Kick's policies, he was able to even get worse. And I'm just like, then you have someone like MrBeast going on there. And it's like, what does that tell you about the kind of person MrBeast is? He's the biggest creator. He doesn't need, he could just stay on YouTube. That's his platform. He already has like 100 million people there. He could just do that, but he goes on Kick. Which leads me to believe there was some financial incentive to go there. I know this video seems kind of all over the place. That's most of my videos, especially when I'm just kind of going off here, not really having an outline or anything. But I just really wanted to talk about the fact that I think Kick is a bad platform. I think Kick exists as a culmination of what we've been letting slide over the years, which is just letting people chase a bag and that's it. Like if you're a bag chaser and you don't care about the safety of others, your audience, growing a good, decent community, anything like that, you are just out for money, then like that is where we get kicked. They were literally funded by gambling. And this whole thing spiraled out because Twitch wasn't allowing gambling on their website. And I just find it funny that a lot of people too who are complaining about like the e-girl hot tub metas on Twitch are now gambling on Kick on the same platform where you can be much more things than an e-girl, like a Nazi, and be rewarded. You can be a racist, be rewarded. You can endanger other people and be rewarded. You can lead to the death of another person and be rewarded. Because at the end of the day, when you create a platform, fuck it. When you create a society in which we are saying empathy is bad and money over everything, capital over people, you get Kick. You get creators who flock there because they're going to get a bigger cut and they have less moderation. Where do you think that's going to lead? Again, if I tell you, hey, I'm going to pay you 10 times as much as you can pay your other job, and I'm not going to supervise anything you do, all I need you to make sure is at the end of the day, you turn off all the lights, you're going to go wild. You're getting paid more. You have little to no supervision, and all you have to do is turn off the lights. Or in a streaming sense, turn on your camera. Go to Korea and harass people. Sure. Get in your car and just start fucking driving at insane, unsafe speeds. Film yourself getting into a hit and run. That's great content. Maybe we'll give you a slap on the wrist, if that. And you'll come on back. But if you're a big enough celebrity in this environment, fuck it. No slap on the wrist. Here's $100 million. Oh my God. Like we are cooked.